And can you, by no drift of conference, get from him why he puts on this confusion, greeting so harshly all his days of quiet, with turbulent and dangerous lunacy?
He does confess he feels himself distracted, but from what cause he will by no means speak.
Nor do we find him forward to be sounded, but with a crafty madness keeps aloof when we would bring him to some confession of his true state.
Did he receive you well?
Most like a gentleman.
But with some forcing of his disposition.
Niggard of question, but as to our demands, most free in his reply.
Did you assay him to any pastimes?
Madame, it so fell out that certain players we o'erwrought on the way. Of these we told him, and there did seem in him a kind of joy to hear of it. They are here about the court, and, as I think, they have already ordered this knight to play before him.
'Tis most true, and he hath beseeched me to entreat your majesties to hear and see the matter.
With all my heart, and it doth much content to me to hear him so inclined, good gentlemen, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose into these delights.
We shall, my lord.
Sweet Gertrude, leave us too, for we have closely sent for Hamlet hither, that he, as 'twere by accident, may here affront Ophelia. Her father and myself, lawful espials, will so bestow ourselves that, seeing unseen, we may of their encounter frankly judge, and gather by him as he is behaved, if it be the affliction of his love or no, that thus he suffers for.
I shall obey you. And for your part, Ophelia, I do hope that your good beauty will be the happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. And I hope that your virtue will bring him back to his wonted ways. To both your honors.
Madam, I wish it may.
Ophelia, walk you here. Grace, so please you, we will bestow ourselves. Read upon this book. That show of such an exercise may color your loneliness. We are oft to blame for this. 'Tis too much proved that devotion's visage and pious action o'ersugar the devil himself.
Oh, 'tis too true. How smart a lash that speech doth give my conscience. The harlot's cheek, beautied with plastered art, is not more ugly to the thing that helps it than is my deed to the most painted word. O heavy burden!
I hear him coming. We should withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles. By opposing, and then to die, to sleep, no more. And by sleep to say we end the heartaches of 1,000 natural shocks that flesh is heir to. It's the consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. Sleep, the perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurs that which patient merits of the unworthy takes when he himself might his quietest make with a bare bodkin. Who would Ardell's bear, to grunt and sweat under the weary life and then to dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will. It makes us rather bear those ills we have than to fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hero resolution is sicklied over the pale cast of thoughts, and enterprises of great pitch a moment with disregard the currents turn awry and lose the nave of action. Soft you now. The fair Ophelia, nymph in thy orisons, be almost as remembered.
Good, my lord. How does your lordship for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well,
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long and longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
no, not I. I never gave you aught.
My lord, you know right well you did, and with the words of such sweet breath composed as made the things more rich, their perfume lost. I pray you take these again, for rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind.
Are you honest?
My lord,
Are you fair?
what means your lordship?
That you be honest and fair, your honesty should omit no discourse to your beauty.
Can beauty, my lord, have better commerce than with honesty?
Aye, truly, for the power of beauty will sooner transform honesty from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty into its likeness. This was sometimes a paradox, but now the time gives it proof. I did love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
For virtue cannot inoculate our old stocks, but we shall relish of it. I love you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery! Why would thou be a breeder of sinners? I myself be an indifferent honest, but yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better if my mother had not borne me. Very proud, revengeful, ambitious. More offenses at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in. Imagination to give them shape, or the time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between the earth and heaven? We are wrought knaves all, believe none of us! Go to a nunnery, quick! Where's thy father?
At home, my lord.
The doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but his own house. Farewell!
Oh, help me, sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I give thee this plague for this thy dowry. Be as chastised, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Go to a nunnery. Farewell! Or if thou dost needs marry a fool, for wise men know what monsters you make of them. To a nunnery, and quickly too. Farewell!
Heavenly powers, restore him!
I have heard of your critics too well enough. God hath given you one face, and you make yourselves another. You jig and amble, and you lisp. You nicknames God's creature, and you make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to, I'll have no more of it. It hath made me mad. I say we shall have no more marriage. Those that are already married, all but one shall live. The rest shall keep as they are. To another, go!
Oh, what a noble mind is here o'erthrown. The courtier, soldier, scholar, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion, the mold of form, the absurd of all observers, quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the honeys of his musicked vows, now see that sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, that unmatched form and stature of blown youth, blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen, to see what I see.
Love? His affections do not that way tend. Nor what he spake, though lacked form a little, was not like madness. There is something in his soul over which the melancholy sits on brood. And I do doubt the hatch and the disclose will be some danger. Which for to prevent, I have in quick determination thus set it down, he shall with speed to England for the demand of our neglected tribute. Haply the seas and countries different, with variable objects shall expel this something settled matter in his heart, whereon his brains, still beating, puts him thus from fashion of himself. What think you on it?
It shall do well, but yet do I believe the origin and commencement of his grief stems from loss of love. How now, Ophelia? You need not tell us what Lord Hamlet said, we heard it all. My lord, do as you please, but if you hold it fit, after the play, allow his queen mother to entreat him all alone to show his grief. Let her be round with him, and I'll be placed, so please you, in the ear of all their conference. If she find him not, then to England send him, or confine him where else your worship sees best.
It shall be so. Madness in great ones must not unwatched go.
Negative question, but as to our demands, most free in his reply.
Athena, I can't use that.
Me? Oh.
Trash. We weren't ready for the paper tear, and now there's paper everywhere. Da, 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 da,
And
da,
those
da.
for all of them.
Yeah, good.
Examine you the chessboard.
You got the thriller.